Hey everyone, thanks so much for stopping by today at the Pepper Peach. We're going to be making for Magnolia Cookbook Volume Number 2, the strawberry pie. So I have made this before and it's super good, so I'm very excited to share it with you all. I should also note that I am just fresh off of coming back from Waco, where we got to see all of the magic happen within the bakery, within the market, within the restaurant itself, and it was just so great. So shout out to my husband Lewis, who you know comes on here, for that awesome trip for my birthday. So we have all of our ingredients here for the strawberry pie. Let's get started. All right, so our first step to making our strawberry pie is to make the crust, which is graham cracker. So I have my graham crackers in a bag here. I'm gonna smash these around, and then we're gonna combine that with some butter and then put that into our pie crust. Yes, okay, so let's do it. So I have this is what I generally use. I know I can put this into the food processor, but what's some extra dishes to cook while I whip this around? All right. Just pound this out. Already got a hole. Let me take this out. A little bit more. There's a hole in here, but it's okay. All right, that should do it. So I'm gonna move this over into, let me get a cup and a half, because that's all we need is a cup and a half of this. So I definitely pounded maybe too much out, but that's okay. All right, let's move this off to the side. I made a mess, but that's okay. So this is a little, it's almost sandy, but I do like when it's got like little chunks of the crust in there and it's not fully granulated. So this looks perfect to me. I'm gonna add in our sugar and we're gonna stir this around. Yep, that's right, I'm using my hand. And then we're gonna add in the melted butter. And this, obviously, I'm not gonna use my hand. I'm gonna grab this spoon and mix this all together. And we'll put this in our pie crust pan, and then we're gonna put this in the oven for, I think it's about 8 or 10 minutes, and then that's it. Okay, so I have my Pyrex here, and I am gonna throw this in. Okay, and get it in here. Just gonna press it in. Make sure it's up the sides. Alrighty. Almost there. Okay, this is ready. So I am going to throw this in the oven at 350 for about 8 minutes, and we'll get started on our filling. Let me clean up. and I'll get my blender out. Okay, so while our crust is cooking in the oven, let's get going with our ingredients for the filling. So the first step is to slice these very nice strawberries up. So let's get to slicing. I'm gonna put them to the side because I first have to add in the condensed milk and the lemon juice, and then I will add in the strawberries. But let's start here first. So when we were in Waco, we were able to eat at Magnolia table several times. So we had breakfast twice and some lunches, and it was so cool to be able to try the very food that we have been making on the show. And it was so great. It was so nice. And everything that they've done, decorating and you know, the style of their, you know, the castle that they redid, and we got to see, you know, that renovation and just the silos. It was just such a neat experience to see their vision, and you know, you've watched them for so long, and it was just really cool to see it all come together in real life. So definitely such a memorable and special time. All right, so we need about 2 cups of strawberries. So I think this should do it. Oh, and right there is our crust. All right, crust is done. We'll let that cool while we do everything else. One thing we learned while we were in Waco was there is actually a national park dedicated to a Columbian mammoth, which is bigger than the woolly mammoth, and it's an active site, and it was just really cool. Who knew that there was another, I did not know, I should say, that there was another mammoth out there, and it's bigger than the woolly mammoth, and it was very neat to see that in person. So lots of good stuff to do in Waco for sure, and that was one of them. All right, this looks like a little bit more than 2 cups. Probably not, but I'm going for it. All right, so our first step, like I said, is to put in our condensed milk. Which I need a little bit more actually. Did not measure this out correctly. I need another 3/4 of a cup. But I will get that in a moment. We'll cut this up, and we need how much of the, we need 2 tablespoons, so this should just do it. So let me grab this and grab some more condensed milk. Don't go anywhere. All right. Condensed milk, we need another 3/4 of a cup. And we'll whisk this together. Right, 3/4? Yes, 3/4. So basically this whole thing. Good thing I have my little spatula here, because we'll get this all out. Okay. All right, so now we'll whisk this up. And then we'll add in our strawberries. We've actually have made this before. It's a really good summer dish for sure. It's a hit for sure. for sure. It's very good. And we're right at the end of the summer, beginning of fall, so I'm trying to get this in while I can. So we're gonna add in our strawberries. And let me grab a spoon. I'm going to stir it all together. Okay. Put this off the side. I'll clean up and then we'll get started with our last ingredients to put this all together. Okay, so now we're gonna make some whipped cream and then we're gonna fold everything together. So I have the heavy cream right here. Put this in. We'll add in the vanilla extract. Okay, and then our powdered sugar. And then we're gonna whisk away. We'll do this for 2 minutes. Okay, I think we're ready because we got some stiff peaks going. All right. Now we're gonna take this whipped cream and we're gonna mix this together with our strawberry mixture. I'm actually gonna leave a little bit out. And we're gonna mix, mix, mix. It smells so good. I wish I could just capture this smell and send it to you, but it's like very sweet. I smell the graham cracker, I smell the lemon, the strawberries are perfect, that sweetness from the condensed milk, like it's all coming together so nice, and it's gonna be very tasty. So the cool thing about this is that we don't bake it, it goes right in the freezer, and that's it. So it's quite easy to make. Just make sure it's all combined with that whipped cream. Okay, now I'm going to take this should be a little bit cooler than what I'm using now, but that's okay. We're going to dump this right on top. Right. Look how pretty that looks, right? So you can dice up the strawberries. This time I wanted to slice them to give it just a little bit more texture. And there we go. We are set. We'll leave this in the freezer for a couple hours, then we'll come back and taste it. So see you then. All right, y'all, it's been several hours since we've had our strawberry pie in the freezer, so it's finally time to take it out and test it out. It's so good. The strawberry is so tasty in here with the milk. The graham cracker crust is so yummy. It tastes like almost like a pudding or like a mousse of just strawberry. It's so good. I love it. It's the perfect summer dish, and in our case, the end of summer dish. It is so tasty. Definitely make this at home. Super easy to make. It just takes a lot of time in the freezer. So keep that in mind if you are making this for a party, but it's so worth it. It's so tasty. This time I did slice the strawberries as opposed to dicing it. I love that it's a little bit bigger. That's my preference, but it is so good. If you try this at home, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Follow me on Peppered Peach just to check out all of those videos and pictures from Magnolia Market and Magnolia Table. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by. See ya. think I might sneeze. Oh. Excuse me, thank you. Just Snoopy cup. Today we're going to be making strawberry pie, which is from Magnolia Cookbook, volume number 2. Nope. See, we're starting off really good, Mark. Yummy! Now we're done.